This the War Report coming live every Tuesday at 7 with Steve, Cat, Ryan, Amanda, and Eric. And the voice of NEW, Vince Berry. Hitting all the topics like a clothesline flurry. Turn up your speakers and hear them out. You can listen from your car, even on your couch. They too raw, who NXT? Handing out SmackDowns, follow on IG. Plus, it's sponsored by Tag Me a Date. Go to YouTube and sub now for every update. It's all wrestling here. No safe space, now listen in. Time to hear from some of the greats.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. It's the War Report After Dark. Steve is working tonight. Hope he's doing well. It's Vince and Al. The Yankees aren't playing, so it's not going to be an hour of Yankees talk. It's actually going to be wrestling talk tonight.
It will be wrestling.
Because there's a lot of wrestling to go around, man. There's a lot to talk about.
There is.
Let's see here. We'll start things off. David Roscoe, what's up, boys? What's your favorite Rob Reiner movie? Oh, The Princess Bride, probably. I don't know. It's a terrible situation. Poor Rob Reiner. His son. And then we got Tara checking in. Hey, Tara's watching a Joe Hendry concert. She said she'll be right back. I understand. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Is this guy an actual singer?
Joe Hendry is like, yeah, he plays guitar, he sings. The reason he even got like noticed by TNA or anybody is that when he was in Scotland and England, there's a company called ICW, and he would make like parody music videos of his opponents, and he would like take pop songs like I'm Blue, Dabba Dee, Dabba Die, and all this stuff, and he would make remixes, and he would talk about his opponent. And he did one for Drew. Oh, he did I'm Blue for Drew McIntyre when Drew was back on the Indies.
Gotcha.
And he did I'm Drew, dabba dee dabba da. Yeah.
Oh, so he's been around a while.
Yeah, he's been around since I want to say like 2015, but he really only blew up in the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Because he came up with that I Believe in Joe Hendry song for, like, rather than doing cover songs, he's like, hey, I should write my own song for me. And then that's what really got him over.
I mean, the song is catchy as hell. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely catchy. Wow, this Uso song is still playing. I was like, I'm just going to let this play until it, like, fades out, but, like, holy shit, that is a long
It's one of those
song.
days I can't hear the music because I had no idea what music you put on.
Oh man, yeah, it's the Uso Penitentiary theme, but apparently, oh my god, it's still going. It's 9:04. That means this song is like 5 minutes long. But anyway, Tara's watching Joe Hendry. We got stuff to talk about here. How do I put my chat up here? I know there's a way to put the chat on the screen. I don't know. I'm bad at this. Anyway. Oh, look at this. We might have another drop in here. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Eric's here too.
Hey.
Eric, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can kind of hear you. I know I can't see you, but I can kind of hear you. Say it again.
I'm here.
All right, you're here. Okay. Broadcasting from the bottom of a well. Thank you for sending a message to let me know you're backstage, because I definitely was not looking. So we got some stuff to discuss tonight. Before we get going, I got to tell you something real quick that's kind of funny. I live alone. It's just me and the cat. And I was taking a nap the other day, and I don't know if it was the wind or if it was somebody like banging on my door, but it made like a loud bang bang noise. And in my paranoia, I was taking a nap. I jumped up and I grabbed the closest thing I had to me that resembled a weapon. It was this teeny tiny little shillelagh.
What are
that
you doing with a tiny shillelagh next to your bed?
So it was next to my couch, and I was taking a nap. I bought this at the thrift store a couple months ago. It's not a full, it's not a full cane, but it could definitely smack somebody. So I'm out there like 2006 Finley with Hornswoggle, like slowly opening the door, waiting to see who this weirdo. There was nobody there. Long story, there was nobody there. I opened my door in my underwear with a t-shirt on, swinging a shillelagh to no one.
So was it the wind? It was just real bad wind.
It must have been because the wind has been really bad with these storms. So I think it was just the wind banging the screen door or whatever.
It's either that or real good weed. So it's one or the other.
No, because the only reason I know it wasn't a hallucination is because the cat heard it. When the cat jumped, I'm like, okay, something's going on.
Does the cat sit next to you when you smoke?
Well, you know what? We could both be seeing the same thing.
It was the same strain, so
exactly.
You guys will be feeling the same thing.
Oh my God, that's true. So what do we want to do? We want to talk about. We want to go back to SmackDown. We want to go to Raw. AEW had a pay-per-view over the weekend. What are we doing?
What would Steven do? What would Steve do in honor of Steve? I guess he'll go SmackDown Raw, right?
Steve usually goes SmackDown Raw.
Yeah, let's go SmackDown Raw. Let's keep it in order.
SmackDown results for the 29th. Wow. Oh, that was Raw. That's the Raw results for the 29th. I want SmackDown results. Come on. There it is. The 26th. Man, this year flew by.
Oh, yeah.
So speaking of The Miz, we started off SmackDown with the Joe Hendry Christmas Spectacular. And Joe Hendry had some unkind things to say about The Miz's balls. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Miz has tiny balls.
I saw it. It was in the background. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I did see it.
So, of course, it sets up a match between the two guys. And, of course, because it is the Christmas season, we do this every year. There's a Miracle on 34th Street fight with Christmas-themed weapons and stuff. Otis was dressed like Santa. Tozawa was dressed like an elf. The whole thing is really very bizarre, but fun. I like. We were talking about earlier. Joe Hendry's he's the new guy. I don't know if he's going to be like world champion Hall of Famer guy, but he's going to be like mid-card R-Truth. Stay employed for 20 years just because he's a fun guy kind of thing.
I mean, he had his WrestleMania debut match against Randy Orton.
Yeah, that was crazy. What do you think, Al? What do you think of this guy?
I don't know. I got for some reason giving me a white Savio Vega vibes. Like that's who I see him. Charismatic, people like him. Won't be more of a mid-carder when it truly comes down to it.
Yeah, be like IC title kind of thing.
Yeah. He could even become that he could become that Razor Ramon guy. What's his name? Damian Priest right now. That Mr. Perfect guy. Although I'm not comparing Mr. Perfect's wrestling to him. Just the stratosphere of how high they could make it in the industry. Or, in WWE.
Oh yeah.
He's actually deceptively strong too.
Yeah, and he's
he's a big fucking guy.
He's thick. Like you don't
a big dude.
And everybody else in WWE is so big he almost looks small, but then he like does choke slams and shit. He's a big dude.
Yeah, these guys are just even the small ones are just like stupidly thick, skinny human people. Like, it's like they're skinny, but their bones are thick as hell. Like it's weird.
When I meet some of them in person, like the ones you think are small that you see on TV are actually huge.
Oh,
yeah.
Small because they're next to a 7-footer.
Right. Yeah. They're standing next to Damian Priest.
Like the likes of Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan, you're going to look small, but like the Rock and Roll Express are much bigger in person. The $1 Million Man is a pretty big dude.
Oh, he's a big, yeah.
I used to think Shawn Michael was like, I honestly thought Shawn Michael was like my brother's height now. My brother's like all of 5'7" on a good day.
Yeah.
And then I fucking met this thick 6-foot man. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then
Well,
I'm like, oh yeah, he's standing next to Diesel. He's
stood next to Diesel. Diesel.
Yeah,
And
that makes
Nash.
sense.
I have a picture of me and Nash when I was probably like 18, 19 years old. And I swear to God, Kevin Nash is taller sitting down than I am standing up in this picture. It's fucking crazy. He's huge.
Shit, he's fucking and then you think about people like God rest his soul, Viscera. Think about a human being like Viscera that is all 6'10", and on top of that, he's almost 500 pounds, 400 something pounds.
Yeah, and he came around a couple times over the years. I worked with him once or twice before he passed, maybe a couple more times, like a handful. But basically, like he always felt bad because the promoter or whoever it was had to buy 2 tickets next to each other on the plane because the guy had to fill he didn't fit in one seat. He had to have 2 seats. Yeah, he was huge because like I know big guys and I know tall guys, and then he came in and you're like, oh, he's tall and wide. Like the guy was like a fucking refrigerator of a human.
Did you see me with Moose next to Moose?
Well, no, because Moose was so big. You were dwarfed by Moose.
He's like a legit 6'8".
Yeah, Moose. Well, because he was a football player, right? Or was he an MMA guy? He did something. He's a big boy.
Moose from TNA?
TNA. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a he's like a taller Ahmad Johnson. He's just fucking huge. Because that was a big, strong motherfucker too. Like Ahmad Johnson, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't he like one of the first guys or few guys to body slam Yokozuna or some shit like that?
He slammed Yoko better than Lex did.
Yeah, like that shit. I remember that. Like,
Ahmed got him up.
This is different.
Yeah, because Lex slammed him, but Lex was like, it was just like a scoop slam. Ahmed Johnson was the first one. He like lifted Yoko. He was a bad man.
Yeah, he was strong as fuck. He was like an ox.
It's too bad, he just I don't think he had the wrestling pedigree like some people do.
No. He also was very injury prone and he couldn't put a sentence together. So,
yeah, but he was like the ultimate warrior in that respect.
Like, he was like, I mean, to me at that time, I was like 15 years old. Like this guy is like fucking awesome.
Oh, keep in mind also, it's some guys is tough, right? Like we talk about like in sports, you can talk about all those great players that played in the Jordan era and couldn't get a championship ring because of Jordan, and like rightfully so, guys are playing in the LeBron and Steph Curry era that barely could make it to a final. Like that was the problem, right? You had stars back then that like would walk miles around him, respectfully in the ring and in a mic. So it was tough for him.
Yeah, he came in he came in the middle of the Attitude Era.
Yeah,
everybody was a superstar.
Everybody.
Foley, Triple H, Rock, Stone Cold, Bret Hart when he was there. Let's take a couple of these comments before we go on to SmackDown here. Just seeing what's up, buddy. I like the belt. I like the profile picture. Don't like Blake Monroe character because they have her walking around. Looks like she has a bathrobe on, and she doesn't want to admit that she lost her title, but she did. Yeah, so they're rolling with this now because she wasn't supposed to lose. It was a mistake, or she got like her bell rung or knocked out a little bit, so she didn't have time to kick out. It was in the referee counted it as a shoot. And was it JC Jane or whoever the hell it was, beat Blake Monroe. So they're just rolling with it. They have to do, the nice thing is they didn't just have him do a match and then she won the title right back. They're at least going to have like a storyline about it now. But we'll see how that goes.
There's already going to be like AEW loyalists saying, oh, she shouldn't have left AEW.
Dude, she's definitely not. She's doing good. I mean, listen, she's where she wants to be. She's in WWE. She's going to be a big star. It's just that right now, that whole thing does not. I don't know. She's in NXT. I want more from her. Like I know as a AEW fan, I know what she can do in the ring, and I want WWE to give her the same opportunity.
Speaking about AEW, and I'm sorry to jump ship, but did you
Please.
guys hear the Jericho news?
Oh yeah. So
There's the rumor January 5th, right? He should be showing back up. I mean, they're making a big ordeal about January 5th Raw. Like they better make it a smash because that's all they keep talking about.
Yeah, they're setting this up. It's the big 1 year anniversary. The reports coming out that Jericho's contract runs out midnight on New Year's, so that's tomorrow, and that he'll be free to do whatever he wants in 2026, whether that's re-sign with AEW or go to WWE. Seems like he's leaning towards WWE. January 5th will be a great time. Really, in January, the 2 times you would debut somebody are this January 5th Netflix anniversary or at the Royal Rumble. So either way, if Jericho's coming back, you'll see him in the next 3 weeks.
Royal Rumble's in 3 weeks?
Probably 4 weeks. I mean, it's January. The Royal Rumble's in January.
Is it in January or February? Oh, no, right. Elimination is February. You're right.
Yeah, let's see what day it is. Saturday, January 31st. All right, so the end of the month. So we got 4 weeks. We got 4 weeks to the show.
Fair enough.
But, yeah, it's interesting because, listen, Jericho, there's always value in Chris Jericho, even as an older guy. And as you can see, the older guys kind of are thriving in WWE right now. CM Punk. Most of the guys in the main event scene are 40 or over. And Jericho fits right in there at 55 or whatever he is.
Right.
He was very important to AEW. You know, him and Moxley and the Elite guys all coming in at the same time. They were important. You know, Chris Jericho being a former WWE champion and being the first AEW champion really legitimized AEW as a company. And then, you know, the more that they kind of moved on from that, there was less and less of a spot for him. He was in the mid card, the Jericho Appreciation Society, the Learning Tree thing with Big Bill and Brian Keith. And that was just kind of it. And the crowd kind of got tired of him, and he kind of made a gimmick into the fact that people were tired of seeing him on TV every week, but eventually it just became like people were actually just tired of seeing him every week. And as Bruce Pritchard would say, how can I miss you if you won't go away? And that was always his thing. He really didn't spend a lot of time off TV for people to miss him, so he was just constantly there every week, even if he didn't necessarily have something to do, which is what kind of got people soured on him in AEW land. But again, you know, big part of the company. There wouldn't be a successful AEW without having Jericho or a guy like Jericho coming in so early. So, you know, I would never knock Jericho for the work that he did with AEW. But if he's going on his retirement tour, if this is the plan, of course he's going to retire with WWE. You know, you take the last payday, you work 18 months or 2 years or whatever it is. You have your nice retirement tour. AJ, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, we got some guys towards the tail end here. I don't know if Randy Orton's actually retiring, but that's the rumor.
I hope we get one more heel run with him if he is retiring.
Yeah, I would assume he comes back probably as, you know, you're getting a babyface pop, but Chris Jericho is always better as a bad guy.
100%.
Even going back 30 years now, WCW, the man, Dean Malenko was the man of 1,000 holds. Chris Jericho was the man of 1,004 holds, and he went out there and read the list. Armbar. So Tara's saying that she saw that she's heard that he might be the Raw general manager, which I guess for an older guy would be a good spot. But we've already got what's his name in there, not Aldis, the other one, Adam Pearce.
And he does a good job. I like Pearce.
He's fine. I mean, though, it's just so funny to me that they decided, like, what a dig to be like, we're going to take a former NWA world champion and make him Raw general manager. And then we're going to take a former TNA champion. Actually, he was also former NWA world champion. And we're going to make him the SmackDown GM. And it was like, WWE beat the crap out of both of these companies so badly. We're going to hire their champions to be our general managers. Oh, look at this. If we can get the video spinning. There she is. Kat's here.
What up, guy?
I'm alive, people.
Hey, excellent. Well, we got to, let's see. Jassim pops in. What if Chris Jericho returns January 5th? And also Breaker is a future star of the company, next world champion, like it or hate it. I like it. It's just a fact of life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he's going to win. Yeah.
Might
and I don't
not
know if
be
he's going to
Mania,
win.
but could be Mania.
See, that's what I'm thinking. He might
Could
not
win the
win.
Rumble.
I think he might not win on the 5th, but he's going to win the Rumble or win the Elimination Chamber and then win it at
I agree.
Mania. But I mean, you know, they are, but like you were saying, Al, they're building up this Netflix thing, 1 year anniversary, January 5th, yada, yada, yada. It's very important. Fucking try it. I'm at the point now where it's like, how many of these title reigns are just, if Seth Rollins didn't get injured, he would have held the title till WrestleMania. And Cody's going to hold that title until WrestleMania. So we got these long ass title reigns. Give the kid a shot. If it doesn't work after a month, you can always take the title off him.
I say you actually take the title off Cody. That's how you shock the system.
Oh, I think so too. I think
I'm all for it.
Give it to Drew finally, man. Like, give that shit to Drew.
And it might be too little too late, but I think if they finally pull the trigger on it, people are just going to be so relieved that Drew finally, after challenging all of this time, gets like his actual world title reign.
Seen on pay-per-view.
Well, keep in mind,
You
you
got
always
it at
have the.
For 2 minutes.
You could always give it back to Cody at WrestleMania if that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the old Hulk Hogan thing. Hogan used to lose it for a couple weeks and then used to get it back at the next pay-per-view. Like, that's what he did. Do the same shit with him. Although, like, I don't think you should, but Drew, that's the move. You don't give it to Punk.
I don't want the belt on Drew.
So the things that I've heard being floated for WrestleMania regarding that championship are one of two things. Straight up singles match with Cody defending against Roman because they're 1-1 against each other. And I know, right? Who gives a shit? But then the other one that's actually more interesting is if Drew walks in with the title and it's a triple threat, Drew, Cody, Roman. Obviously, Drew is losing. It just depends on who they want to win.
That's still a bullshit match. Why are we paying $10 million for a WrestleMania for that?
I don't know why anybody's paying anything for any of these WWE shows. They're terrible.
Don't give out your secrets.
I mean, like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Regardless of anything, I want Dominic Mysterio to win the fucking Money in the Bank. That's all I care about within the next year.
I agree. I think Money in the Bank is the perfect way for him to win a world title. With the whole
depends on how injured he is. Depends on how injured he is, though. Now,
so they're saying they're saying he doesn't need surgery and that he should only be off 3 or 4 weeks. That
was a gnarly fall he took. Just saying.
Yeah. So who knows? And that's the other thing is he. This is the weird thing about WWE, and I understand there's kayfabe and it's a show and all this and that, but like he took a bad fall in a match. We all saw it. And then Brian Alvarez goes, I'm getting reports that Dominic's injured. And then all these people go, no, Dominic's not injured. It's a work. He's fine. He'll be on.
Because it just happened 2 or 3 weeks earlier. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, Finn Balor's on there. Oh, Heidi Day. Dominic, he's injured. I got to go eat meat potatoes and whatever. Freaking kid. So now with him being gone, not for that long, I wonder they had that. What's her name? They had Sol Ruca was injured and her friend defended her title for her for a little while. So they've set that precedent. I wonder if they're going to have Finn defend Dominic's titles while he's injured, or if they're just going to leave it be for the next couple weeks.
Oh, can you imagine?
You can still have them cut promos. I mean, there's no need for, you know, cut promos, come out with the Judgment Day. If there's any physical interaction, they take the bumps for him.
But can you imagine if Finn lost it while Dominic was gone?
Right. I mean, wouldn't that be so shitty?
That would be great.
We'll finally get that split up we've been waiting for.
Right?
Which that could be on the way too, and it's going to be the women, obviously, with
right.
Kat, I just think you're giving WWE a little too much credit for being creative, which is we know is something they don't do.
Listen,
So,
half
no,
the stuff we give on this show is better than half of the merchandise that actually is out.
and
there. So
we
just
could be
because
a
they choose
quarter.
not to
We could be,
listen.
and we cost way less than who they're paying right now.
This is true.
Is very true.
This is
Cheaper than
definitely true.
flying
Not
out to
gonna argue
Saudi
there
Arabia. So we got Charlotte Flair defeated Lash Legend. Alexa is still doing the Firefly cosplay, but is not part of the Wyatt group. I don't understand. She's carrying the fucking doll. She's wearing the leather jacket.
But
she's not in the Wyatts.
You know what it is? I think we're mistaking her outfit and her demeanor as a wrestler to an homage to to Wyatt,
right,
instead of her trying to be in that team. I think that I just feel like that was like the best time of her career, kind of sort of that character.
Right.
And she just wants to pay tribute to him. I don't think it has nothing to do with the Wyatt Six itself.
But it should. Like, she should be with that
But it
group.
should.
It should. It'll be great, but I don't think
there.
at
He shouldn't have
all. I
won.
don't think they got anything working for them that way.
Yeah. I don't know. But I mean, listen, she's doing God's work here, helping Charlotte Flair like get a reputation back and like get over as a baby face. Because like
it's enjoyable.
That's why she should be the heel. She should be the one that turns on Charlotte.
Yeah, and keep this Charlotte babyface
Yes.
thing. Because Charlotte, I know she is good as a heel. Listen, Flairs are good as heels. It's just what it is. But it became less about booing her as a character and started becoming booing Ashley Flyer, the fucking 3-time divorced woman that people laugh at because she got divorced like her dad. You know what I mean? Like, it became less about wrestling and more about like laughing. Like, it just became mean laughing at her. So yeah, I think she should stay
definitely
babyface.
personal.
Yeah, it got a little weird. The fans got a little weird on that one. Man,
Tiffany Stratton started it.
she really did. That whole thing really kicked it off.
That was all true. That was Tiffany Stratton's fault that got that personal. Okay.
Yeah, but I think Charlotte might have okayed that only because that match, without that segment, that match had no heat going into WrestleMania.
Yeah, but did you watch the Unreal about that or no?
No, I mean, that's also, you have to remember, that's also a WWE program, so it might be unreal, but I feel like there's a little kayfabe in there.
I agree, but let's just put it this way. Hunter waiting at gorilla position looked like freaking Vince McMahon while that segment was going on.
Oh, yikes.
And he ripped Tiffany a new one. Kayfabe or not, she was like on the verge of tears because apparently she did not run that through WWE or Charlotte to have done that.
Oh, that's bad. That's
so there's
real bad.
kayfabe, and then there's like, yeah, you went with the moment, and
right.
You kind of pulled a Booker T, you know.
Oofala, yeah. Carmelo Hayes defeated Ilya Dragunov for the United States Championship. Dragunov was doing this open challenge. He did a great job with the open challenge, but I like this because this is what you do with the United States Championship. You have a guy, he went on like a nice 10-week run. Ilya's over. Losing the title is not going to change how people feel about him. And now you got Carmelo Hayes, a young guy who made it up from literally, I worked with him on indies where there were 50 fucking people in the crowd, and now he's a U.S. champion. So very happy for Carmelo Hayes.
And it was one hell of a match.
And now you have the U.S. title as the new workhorse title.
Yes. Yeah. It was the IC title for a long time. Moxley had a great IC title run many, many years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now this.
But look at the potential because Trick Williams is probably going to come up soon. And you got the history between them. They could either feud or tag together.
Yep. You could have Trick. You could have Javon. You can have any of these. Now that you have a guy that's guys like Ilya and Carmelo as U.S. champion, you can have the NXT guys or some of the cruiserweight sized guys kind of come up and fight for this championship. So I'm excited to see what happens there.
Well, even after the match, Johnny Gargano was pushing
Ray Phoenix,
is now the new feud too, which is actually, that should be really good.
Yeah, well, Ray Phoenix, well, Penta's back. That happened on Monday, so I guess
Yep.
And God, like especially now with the Usos as tag team champs, and we'll get to Raw, but with Usos as tag team champions, put the fucking Lucha Brothers back together. Let those guys wrestle, for Christ's sake. Like, it would be such a good match.
Wait, no, I want that match for WrestleMania. Save that for me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's, you know, let's build to that, because
that Hardy.
According to the Hardy
team,
Boys, they want them at WrestleMania.
well, then, so here's what you do. You do old school WrestleMania ladder match with the Usos, the Lucha Brothers, the New Day, and the Hardys.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I
Hardy
can deal with that.
And the Hardys can bow-leggedly hobble to the ring like they usually do.
So in other words, instead of the
TLC.
tag team titles
Why not?
being up there for them,
TLC
Geritol's
5.
up there. Got it.
Geritol on a pole. That's right. Oh my god.
That would be great.
And then we had Drew
Holy
challenge
shit.
Cody. Oh, there's a cat. So Drew challenges Cody to this 3 stages of hell. We haven't had a 3 stages of hell match in a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Help yourself along, Wicked. Go right on ahead.
And I do like the
I
3
can't even
stages.
remember since like the Austin Triple H one.
There was I
There
want
has
to
to be more.
There was a Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre one during the Thunderdome
Oh, back in the day. Okay.
that ended up with it being like an ambulance, like the last part of it was an ambulance match or something.
All right, so check these out. We had in 01 Triple H Stone Cold, in 02 Triple H Shawn Michaels, in 09 Randy Orton Triple H, in 2013 John Cena versus Ryback,
Ugh.
right?
No wonder I don't remember it.
And then the last one, believe it or not, Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole, 3 stages of hell in 2019.
Well, I could have sworn during the Thunderdome there was one. Okay.
That might, I mean, that
was the last of the black and white before they went to the stupid 2.0 shit.
right. Let me see if there's another. Let me see if this. See if someone else has
Wicked, what the hell is your problem?
Stone Cold Lumberjack. Yeah, the last one was a takeover 2019. 3 stages of hell. Maybe there was one during the and this list.
They
is
may have
just not
forgotten
updated.
about it if it was on the Thunderdome. They try to erase everything that
Oh
happened.
my
during that
God.
time.
That was like a fever dream. But let's get to these. Let's get to these Raw results before we talk about. Well, the Rumble's not even coming up, so we can wait.
Vince, I'm telling you right now, if you tell this cat to make biscuits, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I am not that. I will not. I know the cat's going to start if I say something, so I won't. But the big line from Drew was something like, "Cody, I'm going to send you to hell, and when you get there, say hi to your dad for me." And that was like the big controversial line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Just seems in the comments over here. Let's pop a couple of these up. You got that one. Oh, he wants to talk about the Usos. Now we're moving on to Raw. We can talk about the Usos. I just don't know why WWE has the Usos reunited. Then they just have Jay the Uso theme song for the walkout. Seems to me if they're just going to stick with the Jay Uso song. I feel like the Usos should have their own theme because Triple H is lazy booking TKO. I blame them. I stand on that. Also, Judgment Day, they had a good year for 25, 26. Yeah. It's time for them to break up. So sick of Judgment Day. All right. So all the stuff we will talk about on Raw for sure.
To be honest, I haven't liked Judgment Day since Ed was in it.
Dude, I thought I've been waiting for Judgment Day to break up since 2019 when they came around. It's like
It's wasn't always the greatest, but it sucked ever since like the Terror Twins left it. It's just like it's abysmal.
Yeah, and they tried to flip it to like, I don't know, they were like goth bikers, and now it's like a bunch of Irish guys pretending to be Hispanic. It's like it's weird. Well, because when they came out to interfere in the John Cena match, they were dressed like cholos.
Yes.
They definitely were.
And I'm right. They were dressed like cholos.
Yeah. They look Viva la Raza as fuck.
Viva la Raza, and then live with her little Milo Moscatis pants.
Look,
Right.
Dom is the leader, so Dom is kind of rubbing off on him.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Now that Dom's the leader, it's definitely got a little more of a Latin flair. It's just funny because those guys are like, they got those big Irish potato heads, and they're trying to dress like Mexicans.
And not for nothing, the team is pretty divided as far as Latinos to Caucasians.
Pretty much down the middle.
It's pretty much down the middle. It's 3 and 3. Yeah, 3 and 3.
Yeah, Liv, Raquel, Raquel, Roxanne, and Dom versus Liv, JD, and Finn. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the makeup of the group. For Raw, we kicked off with a promo battle, CM Punk and Braun Breaker. Braun's been holding his own. I think this was probably the of the 3 that they did going back and forth. This might be the weakest one. The first one, I think, where he was just out there by himself and he threw the microphone, I think that was the best one out of the 3 because he was just out there going crazy. But, this is good. It's a good build-up. He's a young guy. He's got, if you're going to learn and you're going to go up against somebody, to try and prove yourself as a main eventer, this is like, doing promos against CM Punk is the highest degree of difficulty you could have as a young guy. This is like,
absolutely,
they put a big challenge in front of this kid.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be easy, right? It's like, the guy is pretty much a walking pipe bomb.
Right. And that's the thing, no matter how old he gets for the ring, because Kevin Nash was telling him he needs to retire, which is pretty funny. Kevin Nash is telling...
But Kevin Nash, of all people, is the one saying that?
Kevin Nash said he's moving too slow and he wears a T-shirt when he wrestles. And if there's 2 things I can tell you about Kevin Nash...
Okay, Quadster, what the hell?
Kevin Nash moved too slow and wore a T-shirt all the goddamn time. But and he was 35. But regardless,
I'm trying to think of this. Like, of all people to be saying this, why is it Kevin Nash?
OMG, I thought he was dead, right?
Oh, that's Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, but that was CM Punk's sister during that promo battle. OMG, Kevin Nash, OMG, I thought he was dead. And then we had a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Stephanie Vaquer wins. Nikki Bella's in it for some reason because she's dating Drake May or whatever it is. Is it Drake May?
Wait, what?
She's dating one of the NFL guys.
No. Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean. I knew it was one of those guys. It wasn't. No,
I was like Drake May.
No,
what?
I knew it was. I was trying to think of his name. Oh, it's a white boy playing football. There's only 5 or 6 of them. I was gonna come across the name eventually. It wasn't Phillip Rivers, so I knew. I knew that. Let's see here. So yeah, we had the triple threat match. Stephanie Vaquer retains.
Highlight of that match was the crowd chanting "Thank you, Cena" every time Nikki got an advantage.
She did use the STF, and then I
that was not an STF. I don't care what Ray Barrett said.
She tried.
She tried. Once again, she's living on John Cena's coattails.
It's like when Hulk Hogan couldn't put on the figure 4. It's like you wrestled Flair 100 times and you still don't know how to do the figure 4. Hogan would cross the legs the wrong way. It was the craziest thing.
Now here's the funniest thing that I wish happened during that match. Okay, so when Raquel had Nikki in the wrap up of her leg or whatever, and then Stephanie Vaquer comes over and does the devil's kiss. Who would have won that match if Nikki tapped while that was going on? Exactly. That's what I so wanted to happen.
I always see if I was a referee and if I was running a wrestling company and there was a double submission and a triple threat match and they tap, that person's eliminated. That's my thought. They're eliminated and it becomes a one-on-one match. Hey, Tanya, what's up?
Since it was set up that way, that's like they missed the perfect opportunity to have Nikki tap just like John Cena, and then the whole belt thing. It would have been perfect. So I was disappointed on that one.
I don't know. Maybe somebody else can figure out an appropriate way to respond to this. Eric, and I'll let you back in a second. David Rosca, Cardi B should stink face Trish Stratus next year.
Well, okay, now I'm glad to be back with everybody.
Right?
Nice to see that David Rosca hasn't changed at all while I was gone.
No, listen, David likes what he likes. He likes women's wrestling and stink faces.
Well, wait, but what happens if it's Nadia?
Oh wow, the Nadia Coma Cheeks.
Coma cheeks.
Coma Cheeks
I
is
love it.
great.
Coma cheeks. Oh my gosh.
Dave should get a shirt that says Coma Cheeks.
I
Don't tempt him. He will
I
get
know,
this
right?
done.
I'll do
You
it.
should. Send me one. Medium.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, it's like when Bailey comes out, I acknowledge the tribal cheeks.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
yeah,
Fair enough.
absolutely. Also, what Bird Lady has basically stopped being Bird Lady. She's just like
No.
a girl with a weird name now. Somebody said online, I was trying to read comments, and one of them was funny. They go, "What's the deal with this Lyra Velcro girl?"
Velcro. I like it.
That
I like
probably makes
Lyra
more
Velcro.
sense than Lyra Valkyr.
Lyra Velcro would actually be funny because
It
then,
makes me
like,
want to watch her, actually.
if somebody
Yeah.
tried to like run away from her, she could like stick her hand out and she's got a glove with Velcro and she could just like grab them and then they're stuck. Like, there's a lot you could do with that.
Like when she
There's-
slaps Bailey in the face, it's Velcro.
Oh, it sticks in your hair. That's the worst.
Yes,
Oh, Velcro in
exactly.
the hair.
When she goes to smack her, it gets stuck. Oh my God, that would be funny as hell.
Oof.
It would be as funny as our truth as the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, wrong time of year. I love that they brought the bunny suit back. Like that was
Exactly.
that was the Justin Gabriel
Yep, from
Adam
the-
Rose.
From the Rosebuds. Yep.
Yeah. The actual bunny suit. I was trying to explain that to Tanya there, who's in the comments there. I was like, Tanya, you don't understand. They had this bunny suit out there for like 2 years,
Yep.
and then they never revealed who it was, and they just fired the guy. They just fired him.
Yep.
That was fun.
Oh,
That
I
was a fun movie.
loved Adam Rose and that.
You know what I love is that so many big stars wore rosebuds once.
Oh, I know, right? Isn't that weird?
Braun Strowman, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, they all got a turn. Even like the Otis and those guys. What's up, Autumn?
Mhm. So you have friends?
So we had how's it going? We had we're getting into Rhea Ripley and Io Sky had a brawl with the Kabuki Warriors.
Freaking hate the Kabuki Warriors.
Rhea Ripley, every time I see her, I feel like she looks different.
She does.
Like now she used to be like jacked, super thick goth mommy, and now she's like skinny goth mommy, which is fine, but it's just she used to be like a muscle mommy, and now she's not as much.
She can muscle woman me any day of the week. Oh, geez. She's got a lot, and she's got a lot of new artwork in the last couple of weeks.
Oh
too.
yeah, she's covered. And she's been doing like, I don't know. I feel like she really likes the Terrifier movies, so I feel like she's just trying to look
Yes.
more like Art the Clown every
But
week.
did you see the wing plates up here now? Those are freaking sick.
Oh my god, no, I didn't even. I mean, I know it was one of those things where it's like every time she comes out, she has more. So like, I'm gonna have to pay more attention.
Yeah, no, pay attention to like she got her chest plate done or whatever, and it's got freaking fire ass wings or whatever. They're so good.
Oh my god.
I just don't want ink on her face though.
I'm a huge fan of thicker mommy. I'm with you. I like the thicker version of her.
Agreed.
Little too skinny for me right now. But I mean, hey, his mommy, I love her, but I would rather her a few more pounds.
I like my girl to Willow.
But I get it, man. She's got to stay in shape, right? She's known
Willow
for her long
Nightingale's got a little
matches
bit
and all
too
that
much
stuff.
padding.
Nah,
Yeah.
not for me.
So Rhea, I think what happened was I think that the extra weight might have been like, she's carrying around all this extra muscle. She might be more injury prone with that much extra muscle, so
Correct.
she might have leaned out.
Well, don't forget though, her original injury was to her shoulder.
So she wouldn't she's not be lifting as much.
She's not might be lifting and pressing as much as she used to be, because that's what made her out for so long was she had a torn rotator cuff.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bad one too.
So that could play in a big factor. That's why like her legs and everything and her rib cage still look completely jacked, because she's still doing lower calisthenics, but might not be doing as much in the upper torso.
Right. And then Willow Nightingale. I mean, so Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron are the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions.
Love it.
And great. They've been doing a great job. They were like underdogs the whole tournament. You thought it was going to be Mina and Toni Storm, and it's not. And speaking of, there was a mixed. They call it the mixed nuts match during AEW.
That sequence.
And Orange Cassidy ballroom dancing with Toni Storm and knocking people over with rainmakers and elbows and kicks and all that. And
Dirty Dancing 2.0. It was amazing.
at the end of the match where they're celebrating and Mina Shirakawa jumps into Toni Storm's arms to do like the Macho Man Elizabeth thing. And then immediately after, Orange Cassidy jumps into Toni Storm's arms. He's like, spin me around.
That was so amazing.
Orange Cassidy's so hot. I just had to say it. I'm sorry. I'm in love with Orange Cassidy.
I'm going to blow your mind. Orange Cassidy is probably almost like Orange Cassidy's older than me.
Orange Cassidy's like, what, 30?
No, dude. Orange Cassidy went to school.
Orange Cassidy's closer to my age.
Orange Cassidy went to school to be an architect and was an architect in Arizona for like a decade before.
Wait, that's Uncle Eric and Al. I just realized I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Wow, you just figured out who's on the show? Oh, my God.
Oh, hi, Trent.
Orange Cassidy, born May
41.
4th, 1984. He's going to be 42 years old in May.
Closer to my age. I told
Damn,
you.
he's a DILF.
Wow, 1984. He's a year older than me. Holy shit,
Isn't that weird? That's wild.
that's crazy.
I'm going to be 18 next year, guys.
Oh, don't say that.
I know, right? That makes all of us feel old.
I start college in
Old as shit.
8 months.
Yep.
Oh, my God. I
Come
didn't
a
know
long way from crying over Maven, huh?
Yeah, now she cries over John Cena.
I've
Upgrade, I
gone
guess.
48 hours without crying.
Okay, wait, hold up. So, wait.
What's the record?
wait, hold on a second, because I haven't been on in weeks, so I know this is going very, very way past when this transpired. But let me just till 3 o'clock in
4
the
o'clock.
fucking morning.
I called out of work.
John Cena left me. Why is he leaving me like that? He promised he'd never give up. Like literally, Mommy, can I have a hug? Don't leave me like John Cena. Oh my God.
And this is the crux of my issue now with Gunther, because he's got this shirt, tap out like a ... because they don't want to put bitch on a shirt, apparently. If this was the 90s, there would have been bitch on that shirt
I
like
was gonna
6
say,
times.
if this was the 90s, it would say effing before bitch.
Yeah, exactly. It would say a lot of stuff. So, but he's right. Like, that's my problem. Usually, when a heel brags about something, there's always a little bit of truth in it, but then it's like exaggerated, or there's a big lie. This is like, it's true. He goes, your hero tapped out like a bitch. And it's like,
Right.
he's kind of got a point.
I feel like it should have been like a pass out.
Yeah, I agree. It should have been a pass out. I see a hand
Like couldn't
here.
get his arm up on the 3rd count, you know.
Right. Go ahead. What do you think, Autumn?
So I saw a clip because they're on their like little holiday tour, and Javon Evans was wrestling Gunther, and guess what Gunther did?
I mean,
6'7".
Oh Jesus.
oh, I
Oh,
saw
no.
he did do it. He did do it.
Gunther did a 6'7".
I
Yeah,
didn't know
during
that.
that.
It's a
That's gonna
6'7".
be Melo's thing now when he puts somebody in the corner and doing
Yeah.
the 10
Well,
punches.
'cause,
Yeah, it
Mella,
was a 10 and
Mella,
then
I've seen Mella, but Gunther does a lot of that shit when they're on the tours. Like
Yeah. If they're on house shows,
funny stuff.
he's wilding.
Out of
See him
character.
cut a
a little
rug
bit.
at his wedding.
Oh yeah, he's a dance. He's a nimble guy. He beat R-Truth because of course he did. R-Truth tapped out the right way though. Like he didn't put his. I thought for sure they were going to have R-Truth do the John Cena smile tap out. Same shit. I thought they were going to do it, and they didn't do it.
Oh.
That would have been great. See, we should be writing shit.
Right?
Yep. I mean,
What
that
the
was
fuck?
you know
bro?
why
We could be getting paid? WWE, listen to us.
Exactly.
We'll take half the money.
they
And
should.
we'll pay for our own lunch.
They should. Go ahead, Eric.
What do you think was the best match or moment of the entire John Cena retirement run? Mine is his match with AJ.
AJ was good. I think the
like
whole
Dominic.
Dom thing.
The Dom
the
stuff
whole,
was good too. Yeah.
all the Dom stuff I think was some of the best because it really, the thing that he was trying to accomplish, putting over a younger talent, he did with Dominic.
I mean, shit, I like this stuff with Truth too.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Truth's 50 something, and Gunther's pushing 40, and it's like
Truth just looks 20.
Got to go with the initial heel turn on Cody, man. That was the freaking.
Oh, the heel turn was great. The
best
heel,
thing yeah.
the elimination
the turn
chamber,
itself was awesome.
yeah, the elimination chamber heel turn was great.
Yep.
Everything else around it, not so much. I liked that WrestleMania match up until Travis Scott came out there. I think if anybody else, if The Rock or somebody else came out instead of Travis Scott, it would have been way better.
Even if they didn't have The Rock, at least somebody other, somebody else.
Hell, it could have been Nikki Bella, and I actually would have been okay with that.
Now that would have been funny.
Wow.
Right?
She betrays him.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have Austin Theory, new music, new gear. He's posing like late WCW Lex Luger, doing the total package gym thing with the spotlight on him, flexing. And then he comes out and gets disqualified. He fucking loses to Rey Mysterio. Who the fuck cares about Austin Theory? Who cares?
Vince
They're
McMahon.
pushing him. They're pushing him.
He
That's their
can't come.
guy.
How are they pushing him? He lost by disqualification. He can't even get a clean win. What's up, kid?
What were you saying about Austin Theory last night?
Nobody cares.
He can win a clean win. And Vince, you don't want to like eggplants.
Eggplants. Oh no, the kids can't know about the eggplant emoji. That's not good. The big news in this one was that Ray is getting the shit kicked out of him, and Penta comes back. Penta comes back in like jeans and a t-shirt to make a run in. That confused me because usually when you see a lucha guy with his mask on, he's also got most of the gear. Like, I don't know. It was just a weird outfit choice, but I'm glad he's back.
La Parka with jeans on or something.
It just wouldn't do the same. The only thing I really like is if a luchador is wearing their mask with like a suit and tie. That looks really cool. But he comes back.
El Santo used to do that.
Yeah, on the talk shows and stuff. So Rey and Rey Mysterio, not Rey Fenix, and Penta seem to be back together as a unit, which is great. But I think we should start figuring out ways to get Rey Fenix involved in this shit and make them a trios, make them a faction. I don't fucking know. We got to do something.
I would like that. I mean,
Yeah.
look, I've been saying I know some people think there's too many belts, but I'm a fan. You have 2 brands, 3 possibly, of trios. Get them some fucking trios titles. I'm all about the trios titles. I want to see them. I really want to see them. I think you could do some cool things in WWE with them.
I agree. I think you could definitely do something, especially because they have so many factions and shit. Like, if they aren't going to break up these factions, you might as well give them trios title to work with.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch confronted Maxine Dupree. This is not like I am brought to no emotion by Maxine Dupree, positive or negative. She's celery. You know what I mean? She's parsley on top of a baked potato. It's like, I don't know what to tell. Like, she does nothing for me, but she doesn't insult my intelligence.
If Steve was here, he'll say she's improving.
Well,
She is.
I will defend on this one with Steve though, because if you
Come
had
on,
told
every week she improves. Like, come on.
No, what I was going to say is if you were to tell us 6 months ago that she was going to be able to hold her own in a promo with Becky Lynch, we all would have been sitting here laughing the exact same way we're joking around about it. No one could have ever predicted that she would even make it to that type of caliber. I'm not going to say that she's the best IC champion or that she's amazing or she's like this phenomenal woman's female.
Right. I honestly just think the reason we believe, or we are wired to think, at least some of us, that she's holding her own against Becky is the fact that Becky's acting her ass off on it, and when she's getting insulted by her mannerism is like, oh my god, she's getting this. She's not the greatest. I mean, she has a title in her hand and like WWE has been giving her hell of time in front of TV. Like that's the thing. Like they put her there. Like,
I don't agree.
I think they're.
I'll tell you why I disagree. I'll tell you why I disagree, because I never paid attention, even when she was with American Alpha, when she was hanging out with Ivy Nibble, being her best friend or everything like that, or what have you. I never paid attention to any. The first time I ever noticed anything about Maxine Dupree was when Candice LeRae was like, your brother should have died instead of you shit. That was like the first time I ever even really noticed her. So the fact that to notice her and give her even some type of acknowledgement for doing something is a lot, because like I said, she could have been a jobber for all I knew.
But Kat, you have to notice her. They gave her an Intercontinental Championship title match against
but I
Becky
started
Lynch.
noticing her months ago before she won the title. That's my point, because of the things that she was doing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear you say
less
that.
with American Alpha and actually trying to get in these matches and actually wrestle. She's not a good wrestler. She's really not. But I can
That we agreed on.
I can see where Steve is talking about a level of improvement, because like I said, Lana wouldn't have been able to handle that. And Lana was trying to improve. There were a lot of female wrestlers that would not have been able to even pull that off in general as to where they were X amount of months ago. And I think Maxine Dupree is definitely
Eva Marie.
Yeah. How about this one? I'll put this out. Zoe Stark or Maxine Dupree?
Maxine Dupree.
I know what Steve's
I'm going
answer
with
is.
Zoe Stark.
Nope. Oof.
I think Zoe's a better wrestler.
Zoe's a way better wrestler.
Zoe may be a better wrestler, but Zoe's mic skills leave a lot to be determined.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Zoe, we're talking
so does old girls wrestling.
Okay, but wait. wait. No, wait, stop. So then back up.
And that's way shakier than shit stains fucking promos. I can tell you that.
Okay, but wait. Why did everybody like Trish Stratus so much when she came into wrestling? It had nothing to do with her promo work, and it had nothing to do with her wrestling. It had to do with her tits and her ass. And she worked her way up to get to the spot where she is.
Are we talking about Maxine Dupree?
So she's nowhere near there yet, but she may get there. But just a lot of women come into this company and everything like that. Yay, like.
So she's currently in her Trish Stratus barking like a dog phase. Okay.
Yeah, because let's put it this way. Everybody still talks so highly about Sable, but Sable never even got to half the caliber of where Maxine Dupree is working to get.
Sable stunk.
Exactly.
But she was over.
Hey, you put some respect on Sable's name. No,
she's married to Brock Lesnar.
No, but like I say, like Kelly, she never improved.
No. She had
Brie
no
Bella.
interest in improving.
She never improved. Eve Torres, thank you. That's another good one. She never improved. Hello, Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty.
Yeah,
Eva Marie was like Eric said.
Can we time out a second?
These are all
Do
women
you
that
see the eras you're comparing?
Yeah, but these are all women that have held the women's title. But you know exactly who every single person I mentioned was. There's my point.
Layla.
No, Layla can wrestle. Goodbye.
Oksana.
Goodbye.
Oh, Oksana.
That's a good example too.
Maron.
The only good thing she ever did was date Cesaro in WWE.
In my defense, I didn't watch wrestling in that time for a little time in my life. And thank God it was when
I was going to say, very smart decision. Okay.
That was a good point to not watch.
Wait. I'll put it the best way I can for you, Al. Do you think in the whole length of the career that they've had, that it's now a Hall of Fame career, how much have the Bellas improved?
Barely.
I mean, I dare say they got worse because they took a break.
There you go. So Maxine has a lot of room where she can get more credit.
I'm gonna tell you this much: I think they are way better than Maxine Dupree.
You think Brie Bella is better than Maxine Dupree in the ring?
When I'm like 98% sure. I don't want to disrespect you.
No, Brie was awful.
I mean, she was ass, but she's
I
better
mean,
than
if
Maxine
you were
Dupri.
saying Nikki, I mean, I don't think Nikki is I can kind of see that, but if you're gonna say
and again,
Brie
please.
Bella, honey, you need thicker glasses.
My thing is my thing is this: we are really comparing this girl for the most part. What we're seeing her do is cut promo with one of the best and wrestle with one of the best. Like I need her to do this shit with the regular people. Like I want to see what her run's going to be after she has to wrestle an up and coming girl for the IC title that isn't, the man. Or
she's
like
gonna drop it
a
to the
Charlotte Flair or something like
Right,
that.
because
Listen, she's gonna drop it to Sol Ruca or Zarya or any of the up and comers and everything. And then plus she's getting married to what's his name soon. But
right, like we don't want a Tom McGee situation.
Oh yeah, he had one good match, and then
yeah.
He
But
had the
she's
match with Bret Hart, and then they saw him against anybody else, and it was done.
Yeah.
Exactly. But and I know Steve would 1,000,000% agree with me. So I have job security for another week because I would much rather have Maxine Dupri than Zoe Stark.
Yeah, he might not send me the link next week because he knows I'm not the biggest fan.
It's happened to me a couple of times. I made Vince have to send it to me. It's okay.
That's right. You're defending Zoe Stark. You're in a losing battle with Steve, unfortunately. Tara thinks we need to unmask the luchadors, the Grande Americanos. They're too over. Like in Mexico, this is the weirdest thing. These strange foreign men pretending to be luchadors are the most over people in Mexico. I don't know how to explain.
I don't understand it. I've been over it. It's boring.
I like it.
I think
boring?
Gable.
I
don't
would
know,
wait
I
till
think it's
WrestleMania to take their mask off.
Because
Wait,
Gable
you think
has
the
to come
Grandes
back.
Americanos is boring?
I think that got old a long
Who
time
said they
ago.
thought it? Who said they
Eric.
thought it was boring?
Eric thinks it boring.
Why?
It got old a long time ago.
Eric, you liked the Goobly Gooker. What the heck?
No, I never liked the gobbledygook.
Sure you did. It was Gory Guerrero or whatever it was. Eddie's brother.
It was Hector, I think.
It was Hector. It wasn't
Hector.
Gory. That's his dad. Yeah.
Hector Guerrero.
But yeah, I don't know. They're really over.
I get that because I like fucking like Deuce and Domino and Jimmy Wang Yang. So
Deuce and Domino. I liked the theory of Deuce and Domino. I don't know if I liked I don't know if I liked them. Like watching Sim Snuka wrestle is not exactly top 10 things I want to do in my life.
Yeah.
But they can't they announced them from the wrong side of the tracks. They were just old school greasers, like 1950s greasers. It was the stupidest thing. I loved it.
But was it really that different from the Honky Tonk Men in that way?
No, it was they were stuck. They were like guys stuck in the 50s. But they were more. They weren't musicians. Fun. Yeah. Oh, I liked it. Yeah. I thought it was.
You got
fun.
Cherry with them with the roller skates. And
they could have done more with that. They got rid of her. They got rid of those guys. I mean, I understand those guys weren't exactly lighting the world on fire as a tag team, but it was a fun little
Domino became Cliff Compton on the Indies, and he was actually better doing that.
Yeah, well, because Cliff Compton, when he's Cliff Compton, he's a maniac. And there's that great story you can go back. I might even listen to it tonight. That might be what I'm listening to tonight. The Colt Cabana's podcast, where Cliff Compton had to fly to like Nigeria to wrestle the Great Power Uti, and it was like they needed the ambassadors from the U.S. to like extricate them from the country, and like they wrestled in this giant 75,000 person soccer stadium, but like 100 people were there, and the guy didn't sell anything. He was like the world champion of Africa forever, and he never sold and he never lost. And they were like, what are you going to do? Like, he was like, what do I do? He's not selling. And Colt goes, punch him in the dick. He goes, so I wind up. Punch this guy in the dick for real. Yeah, my favorite part. The Great Power Uti would play himself to the ring with a saxophone. He didn't have music. He would have his own saxophone. And he would play... And then so go the Colt Cabana, The Art of Wrestling with Cliff Compton. This is like 15 years old, but you got to go listen to it. The last thing we'll talk about before we finish up tonight, we have
might be watching it Again with you
Yep.
tonight.
I'll be listening to that later. We have new Raw Tag Team Champions. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles were defeated by the Usos in the main event of Raw. As somebody I read online said, it looks like the AJ Styles retirement tour is kicking off with him losing the tag titles and maybe now going on his little singles retirement run, however long that goes.
Get another last run with the TNA World Title, possibly.
Yeah.
I would be so, especially since Frankie Kazarian's the champion right now. It would be would make a lot of sense.
That's cool too, because then it puts two old school TNA guys together once more.
Yeah, and it would also be good for Mike Santana, because Santana won that title. Everybody was excited, and then like his first defense, they had him lose it to Kazarian. So
That made no sense.
Right, and they're trying to build up like I don't know why, because he was already over, but they like
And
want
his journey to get the title was a long ass journey.
really long. So I don't know why they want to
Easy.
try and drag it out again of like, oh, we teased the title, now we're gonna like have the old guy win it and like have everybody get like I think they want to purposely frustrate the fans with like Frankie Kazarian being champion instead of Santana to like build the support, but it's like he's already over. We didn't need to do this. He was already Mike Santana was already way over. But if it works out that Frankie loses the TNA title to AJ Styles and AJ Styles is the guy that puts over Mike Santana, okay, that's a little better.
Man.
And the match would be good.
Go for it.
That would be even,
Absolutely.
even more for Santana than his initial title win did.
That's what I'm thinking. So that might that may be the plan now. I don't know. We're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall. But it would be. I think that would be the right call. AJ winning the TNA title and putting over Santana eventually.
I also wouldn't say no to an AJ WWE title reign either.
I'm so okay with him. I saw suggestions online that he should win the TNA championship and then attempt to become dual champion and win one of the WWE titles as well. And then, because he would be like the guy that crossed that gap, and doing it simultaneously would be a hell of an accomplishment for a guy like AJ Styles. But the world titles are kind of wrapped up right now, so we'll see how that shakes out. They're pretty much in place until WrestleMania right now. We're seeing things take shape. It's probably going to be Cody and Roman with maybe Drew, and it's probably going to be Braun Breaker and CM Punk. I don't really see any other options for those two main event matches right now.
Are the Hardys still TNA tag champs?
Yes,
I agree.
They're still TNA. I saw a commercial.
Yes.
I saw my first I was watching AMC, and I saw my first commercial for TNA on AMC, and it was all about the Hardys being tag champs. Speaking of tag champs, what do we think about this situation with the Usos being the tag team champions? Is this it's not going to be a long-term thing, but is this where things come to a head? They lose the titles before WrestleMania and we get Usos round 2? Like what's the situation here?
That's what I see happening. I don't see how they hold the title. There's too much.
What's the big deal about them holding it?
I think Jimmy is in another state of mind. I mean, Jay is in another state of mind. Like he's very undecisive.
Yep.
I don't think he wants to be storyline wise. He doesn't want to be in a tag team per se.
Right.
Like I feel like it's gonna get to the point he turns on his brother because his brother's dragging him down because of that loss they're gonna happen before WrestleMania, and we might go to that round 2 match, and hopefully it's 180 degrees better than what the fuck it was the first time.
They better not try to do a round 2 of this.
But I like what Vince said about what if Jimmy had the gimmick, not Jay? Would they be interchangeable with the Yeet thing? Like, would Jimmy be up the card and
right
if he had the Yeet gimmick?
Well, they do say he is one of, if not the best out of all of them on the mic. They usually did say is Jimmy, so who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I think Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, Jay caught on fire with the Yeet thing kind of by accident, And that it's just one of those things where Jay just doesn't have or Jay has that, and Jimmy didn't have that thing happen. And
Right.
That reminds me of that Bloodline promo with Sami Zayn was like,
Well,
no, you guys can't say yeet. He can say yeet. He can say yeet. I can say yeet. You can't say yeet.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was saying Usi and all this other stuff too. Yeah.
Oh god, that was great.
Those were
old
fun
days.
times.
well,
Yeah.
don't forget to. It's going to be borderline with how long they hold the title reigns and everything like that. But I would say they probably do hold it through Mania, because shortly after Mania is when Naomi's due.
So then they can have like a turn, lose the titles, turn on each other, have their match,
So
and
if-
then yeah.
But
And that's
if Jimmy
big.
turns on, if Jay turns on Jimmy and Jimmy is quote unquote injured and gone
Right.
for a while, that's because Trinity's having the baby.
Yeah. I think
So
it should.
that I could see happening more.
Well,
It
plus
should
the
be.
last time it was Jimmy as the heel, so why not make Jay the heel this time?
That's what I'm thinking. I think they need to switch it up. I think Jay needs to go in heel, and Jimmy needs to go in babyface. Who won? This is
I
gonna sound
agree.
really stupid.
But how do
Who
you
won?
get Jimmy off screen? But how do you get Jimmy off screen if Jay doesn't beat the shit out of him?
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Have a Tongan do it. I don't know.
Yeah. You could always
Ooh,
have a
yeah, there
time
you
to
go.
do it.
Like the deuces.
So now
Always.
I'm trying to find.
I'm hearing Jacob Fatu is coming back sooner than we thought.
Yeah, Fatu should be coming back. Thank God.
And there's only a matter of time before
Great
Zilla
Rumble
gets
time,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, Zilla will be on the roster as well. But I mean, Jacob Fatu, I think is out of all those guys, Usos included, that's the guy you roll with. Out of the Tongans, the Bloodline, all this shit, it's him. He's the guy. Jacob Fatu is.
He's that notch between them and Roman.
He really is, and because he's like,
Yep.
he can wrestle like Umaga, but cuts a promo more like an Uso or a Reigns. Probably
Yeah.
more like an
He's
Uso.
he's
the
got
best
that
blend.
aura
He's
like
a
Reigns
he's a
has.
good blend of both.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of all of those guys mixed in, and that's I think what works for him. Right, and he's got his thing, yada mean, and all this
Take
other
that back.
stuff.
Listen. He cuts a promo like The Rock.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, that's
The
why I kind of
intensity.
like. I always like
His
Samoa
promos
Joe
are
because Joe was like able to speak like very eloquently, but to a point where you're like intimidated by him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's an intimidating guy. I was trying to find here. Does anybody remember who won that match between Jay and Jimmy?
Jay.
I think it was Jay.
It was
Well, then-
Jay.
Then Jimmy should go in babyface and Jimmy should win. We don't.
He
need
has
to.
to. It's the only way it's gonna work.
Yeah.
It's the only way to work. And it can't be.
Winner takes yeet match.
Oh, that's like when Booker T and Ahmed Johnson feuded
Oh,
over
they
the
fought
letter
over
T.
the T.
And then Ahmed Johnson won and became Big T.
Viagra on a pole match.
See, Jay, I like the gimmick. It's getting boring after a while, coming every week playing. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're reaching the end of the life
It
cycle of
kind
this
of
fucking
is
gimmick.
just an entrance. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like here's the thing. A lot of people said that about the Daniel Bryan yes thing, that he was over because of the yes, and he was. I mean, listen, he was a big thing. Was that
I
the
still
whole
have my yes.
yeah, and that was a big part of it. But then he could wrestle his ass off when
Yeah.
given the opportunity.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's the
Mhm.
difference between a Jey Uso with his yeet thing is like then the bell rings and you're like, all right.
I always wondered though, like, did they purposely give him that maroon, like, bland color,
No, he did. He wore
or did
that.
he do that in like the Indies and shit?
He did that because
Yeah, he used to wear that color in the Indies. Yeah.
he wore.
Okay,
yeah, and
like
it was
Ring of
for
Honor.
it was for Regal. It was William Regal's colors. He would
Right?
He wore,
Yeah, Regal did have those colors.
So that's why he did
Okay.
that. Which because the famous story is that the American. He went by the name American Dragon. He wrestled under a mask when he was a younger guy for years. He paid a lot of money, and he moved to Texas to train at Shawn Michaels wrestling school.
Yeah.
This was shortly after Shawn like lost his smile or like broke his back on the coffin match or whatever. So he opened up a wrestling school. He was doing like local news, sports reporting, stuff like that. He opens up this wrestling school and is charging people all this fucking money, saying, hey, you're going to get trained by HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, world champion. And you get there and they go, hey, here's your trainer, William Regal. And you're like, well, this is fine because William Regal can wrestle his ass off. But like, I was sold that HBK was the head trainer here, and it was not the case. So instead of learning to wrestle from HBK, Daniel Bryan learned to wrestle from William Regal. And this is why you get the kind of wrestling you get from him instead of HBK style stuff.
But the irony is that they always put it in the packages.
Yeah, they always made it sound like he was.
Michaels.
Which, sure, that's like I don't know. I mean, like, it's where you get the degree from. It's like University of Phoenix Online or whatever. That's the school. But like, who was your teacher?
Well, Lance Cade was under that Shawn Michaels school too.
Yeah. Lance Cade was one of those guys. I always think about
The
that. That's
late
a shame.
Lance Cade, that's still kind of.
Yeah, that's a rough one because he was he seemed like he had something going for him, and I know he was up and down and like wasn't the best wrestler, but like I don't know.
I liked his tag team with Jindrak.
I liked him. I liked him and the fucking guy.
And Cade Murdoch too.
Yeah, Cade Murdoch. I liked that a lot. I think there was still mileage on that. For a while, and that was when. And now another guy who was part of this whole feud, gone now. Shad and JTG. Prime. What were they called? Not the primetime players.
Oh,
that was
Prime
something
Time.
They were Crime Time.
No, Prime Time.
Yeah, they were Crime Time. So JTG and Shad never won the tag team championships. It's the most bullshit thing in the world.
They should have. It's so...
They stole them. They stole them from Cade and Murdoch because they would steal things, but they never actually won the match to officially win them. And now a couple years later, two of the guys are dead. JTG
they used
doesn't
to do
wrestle.
those like in living color Mo Money skits.
Money, yeah, that money. And they had William Regal, and he had the hat out. William Regal's doing the little Watusi. One finger 1920s dance. Like,
I love that.
It was great. Yeah, those were fun times.
And then Lita's underwear when she retired.
Lita had the whale tail. She was like the originator of the whale
tail.
But
don't you remember they brought her duffel bag out and were selling her underwear?
That's right. They were selling her stuff.
Well, wasn't there a thing with
Jerry Lawler? Jerry Lawler bought like half of Lita's underwear from Crime Time.
Well, wasn't
but it wasn't for him. She's too old.
Wasn't there a thing when Brock was feuding with the Hardys, and Heyman would come out with like a bag of like Lita's thongs and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Jeez. You could tell Vince McMahon was in charge, huh? I want you to bring her panties out or you're fired.
And then those chair shots they gave to Brock.
Every pair on the way out.
Let me sniff those panties for quality assurance.
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord.
That's not that far-fetched, I don't think.
It's really not. He's like,
that's what's sad.
Yeah.
And they couldn't, he was like, they can't be new, but they have to be her panties. They're going to know. The crowd's going to know. It's like, shut up, dude. Oh, by the way, we got confirmation that he booked WrestleMania 39, or at least the main event finish with Cody losing to Roman. That's official now. We got screenshots from a lawsuit. And Vince was still making booking decisions.
Is anyone surprised by that?
No, WrestleMania 39 felt like a Vince McMahon. It felt like the last Vince McMahon production. Like that was the last hurrah.
And that was literally just as he was pushing out anyway. So yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, because they were the text messages that are going back and forth. So the shareholders that are suing them are saying that they don't believe that WWE did their due diligence during the sale because it was always supposed to be Endeavor buying it and bringing Vince back on board, but then obviously the lawsuit or whatever, all that other stuff happened where he couldn't be brought back on board. But it was like so this lawsuit is alleging that the basically Vince, even though he stepped down for a year and a half, was still in charge and was facilitating this sale between
He was the
Endeavor.
Master, yeah,
Right. And that so basically these shareholders are trying to get more money. They're like, hey, you could have theoretically sold this to a different company, Discovery, Paramount, whatever, for a better offer, but you didn't seek out those better offers. You just went with this one. So they're just trying to get more money on their actual shares, but we'll see what happens.
So they made a smart business deal, and that's a problem.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's it's not a criminal lawsuit; it's a civil lawsuit, and as you know, you can file a civil lawsuit for damn near anything. Step on my fucking foot, I can sue you in civil court, whether or not they're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the breach of contract is.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something about not acting in the best interest of the shareholders because they didn't accept any. They had an offer and they took it rather than trying to find other interested buyers. I don't know. It's a civil lawsuit. I'm not worried about. Nobody's going to jail over this shit. So it's really just more about whether or not people will be making money in the background. That about does it. Real quick, we had an AEW pay-per-view over the weekend. I won't go through the whole thing because I think it was like 14 matches long. AEW World's End. But a couple things did happen that maybe we should go over. We had a great Continental Classic, two semifinal matches and a final match. In a complete shock, Jon Moxley comes through and wins the Continental Classic, beating Okada. We had some great those two matches.
And then cuts a surprising promo about it too.
And so during this whole pay-per-view, Jon Moxley basically turned babyface over the course of two matches.
Really?
And, yeah. So he's babyface. The rest of the Death Riders are heels right now. He broke his tooth on the steel steps, so he was one of his front teeth is gone, completely chopped off. And he was bleeding. So that was in the first match against Kyle Fletcher. Okada beat Takeshita, and then so it was Okada versus Moxley in the final. Moxley wins and cuts this promo about hard work and like the whole taking the whole Death Riders thing and turning it from like AEW isn't worthy because they're not working hard to like I'm working hard, the guys in the back are working hard, and we're all working hard because of the fans, and you deserve
this is for the fans.
Right, you deserve the best possible performance. So kind of taking this, it's still the same philosophy, but now it's a babyface philosophy. But it seems like Death Rider's not exactly on board with it. They're giving him the side eye. So that's coming around the pike. We had
I think that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I think it's great. It's come time, and then Yuta or Pac or somebody else who could use it, Cesaro.
Right? Yeah, because now someone else will get the rub, and then
exactly.
Yeah. We had some great stuff here. Good tag match, Chicago Street Fight, FTR, and the Bang Bang Gang. FTR retains their titles because eventually they're going to be fighting Edge and Christian. That's coming.
Yep.
Babes of Wrath retained their titles against Mercedes Moné and Athena. So it seems like now we're heading down a path of Mercedes Moné versus Athena again because they did not get along.
I like them as a team and as opponents. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're great. And Mercedes Moné is slowly losing her mind, which is awesome. She's a great. I mean they after they lost the match, they cut to backstage and she's like, she was trying to do it. She's like, I'm not going to do an interview right now. She's like acting all calm. And then like she closes the door and you hear her screaming and she's breaking shit and they like crack the door open and she's like knocking the TV over. And
she started that journey during the feud with Harley Cameron and the puppet.
Yeah. Just slowly wearing away her sanity.
Started to go a little insane.
Yeah.
And now it's just.
Yeah, and so Darby Allin beat Gabe Kidd. Timeless Tony and the Conglomeration beat the Death Riders in the Mixed Nuts match, which that was a real fun match.
I love that title.
Yes.
Yeah, mixed and Chris Statlander, Jamie Hayter. Statlander retains her women's championship. Moxley wins the Continental Classic, and not the shock of the night because I think everybody saw this. At least I did when Hangman lost to Samoa Joe. The only thing that made sense in my head was that they wanted MJF to come back and win the title, but they didn't want him to take the title from Hangman.
Right.
And here we are. It was a 4-way match, and not only was Hangman not the champion at the time because he already lost to Joe, but he was about to hit a buckshot, and he ended up getting the dick shot from MJF, and that was how that was how MJF ended up winning the match. He low blowed Hangman, and then he hit the heat seeker pile driver thing on the middle rope, and he pinned Joe, I believe,
right,
and so he's the champ.
And then, but there's also that Joe's got the history with MJF with that whole Adam Cole thing. And,
well, because he took the title from MJF at World's End a year or two ago. So there's continuity there. The whole thing works out because now you've got Swerve and Hangman both want the title from MJF. They both don't like MJF, but you know that alliance is not going to go forever, and those two are going to have to fight each other before getting to MJF. MJF now has Samoa Joe and the Ops, Swerve, Hangman, and anybody else that like Bandito, who just won the diamond, the diamond ring thing. So he's got all these babyface challengers coming after him. Obviously I think he's going to win. And I think not only is he going to win against Bandito because it's his first title defense, I think he's going to win and he's going to steal the ring from Bandito. So Bandito can't carry the ring around anymore. But that'll be upcoming Dynamite, I believe. So that was the World's End card. If you haven't seen it, it's a pay-per-view. If you don't want to sit through a whole pay-per-view, I would say watch the Continental Classic matches, watch the Mixed Nuts match, and then watch the main event. You have a nice little 5-6 match day for yourself. But if you want to sit through the whole thing, it's a top to bottom was a fun pay-per-view.
I wanted to, if I could have like a couple of minutes to talk about WrestleCade, because I hadn't been back on the show for a bit.
So you went, WrestleCade is what, Thanksgiving weekend every year?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's in, where is it, North Carolina?
Yeah, Winston-Salem, Flair country.
Definitely Flair country. So how was your experience with that?
Oh, again, I spent an ungodly amount of money, but but it's always worth it. I met the most amount of wrestlers in one day. I met 18.
Oh wow!
In one day, that's crazy. I was talking about. I met Moose. I met Sergeant Slaughter. That was my first time meeting Sarge.
Oh, he's fun. Yeah,
it was awesome. Met Tony Schiavone. Had a nice talk with Tony.
Oh, that's really cool.
The Godfather couldn't have been nicer.
Well, yeah.
Godfather was real cool. I met Shotzi.
Oh, nice.
And Gigi Dolan, Priscilla Kelly, whatever you want to call her. Met Willow Nightingale, was a sweetheart.
That's cool. That was good
Piper,
for
you. Roddy's daughter.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
And told her, and I happened to be wearing a Hot Rod shirt that day. I didn't plan that. I just,
yeah, that's your Hot Rod shirt. I know that one.
And then, I told her how much her dad meant to me, and
yeah, that one's still rough 10 years later.
Trying to think. I got
right.
two other ladies. What's her name? The one that shit. I gotta look at Jushin Thunder Liger I met.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And,
oh wow, that's a good one.
Sonny was with him, Sonny Ono. So but I had already met Sonny once with Ultimo Dragon. But Liger is I still say that is the coolest gear ever in wrestling.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I
I thought you were going to say Sonny. I was like, wait, Sonny's in jail, but Sonny
I was
Ono.
like, isn't Tammy in jail? Exactly.
No, Sonny Ono.
Yeah, that's Sonny. Oh no, Tammy, what are you doing?
Oh,
That's a whole
no.
different.
I met Kylie Ray, who's very pregnant right now.
Oh wow, good for her.
She's doing real good. I met Zaya Brookside.
Yeah, Robbie Brookside's daughter. That's cool.
Let's see.
She was NXT UK
Mhm.
for a while.
Yeah, I met Tegan Knox.
Oh, cool.
Oh, Christopher Daniels.
Yes, I need to meet Christopher Daniels. I have a art print, like an artist painted a picture, like a nice print that I've had it
Jake
since
Snake.
TNA.
I met
Jake.
Jake Snake Roberts and the Honky Tonk Man.
That's a good
Both
good
were
meet.
cool. Both were very cool, very gracious. Indy Hartwell,
Oh, indie wrestling. That's
great.
cool.
I met Santino Marella.
Oh, that would be fun. He seems fun.
And I
Tara
think
did
that's
say,
about it. Yeah. And Brian Myers.
"Oh, nice. That's cool."
And we talked wrestling.
That's cool,
figures,
yeah.
you know.
Of
We
course,
talked
you
wrestling
talk.
figures
You
for a
do
bit.
nothing but talk wrestling action figures with Brian Myers. That's the move. Tara,
But yeah,
I
I
met.
had a great time.
Tara says I met
Recommend
Sarge
it.
when I was in
took
high
Autumn
school.
last, the year before.
Oh, yeah.
And she had a blast. So
Yeah, it seems like a fun time. If I could ever make it down, I will. But yeah. Looks like the last comment here was from Tara. Met Sarge when I was in high school. What a sweet man. Yeah, I met him when I was 19, 20 years old for the
Yeah.
first time at a signing.
He used to come around and do he used to come
Yeah, he
around
was
and do a
around
lot
a
of
lot.
promo signings at Long Island a lot. So yeah, she's absolutely right. He was always in the tri-state area.
pretty much everybody that I've met have been great. But like I got to say, the nicest by far for me is probably either Hacksaw or Hillbilly Jim.
Yeah, I mean, I've never met Hillbilly Jim, but Hacksaw is 100% one of the nicest people I've ever met. Hillbilly Jim seems like he'd
Honestly?
just be a cool guy to hang out with. Yeah.
If I say the sweetest, nicest wrestler I ever met during an autograph session, you guys are probably going to laugh at me hysterically, but the natural Butch Reed was
Really?
the sweetest dude I ever met. I was like 11 years old and he gave me a hug. He let my dad take a
oh, wow.
Polaroid with me and everything.
Wow,
and he
that's
was like,
nice.
"Why are you crying?" I said, "Because you were in the ring with the Macho Man at WrestleMania 4. Macho Man's my favorite." He goes, "You came to my table to tell me how much you love the Macho Man." So he's like, "Come here, you." Made me come around, was hugging me and everything. Like, because he look, now you've touched the Macho Man because you touched me. He was like,
That's awesome.
That's great.
And like I had
not
this
even
similar thing with,
interaction. You're thinking about it 10 years old. But when
Right?
you're an adult and you realize what he did for, it's like, dude, that is probably the sweetest thing you could have
Yeah,
done.
that was a real
Yeah.
guy.
And look, I mean, I had a great one with Ron Simmons. He couldn't have been more gracious and humble.
Yeah, Ron's nice. Ron's a real good guy. Shelton Benjamin does a
Yeah.
good Ron
And then
Simmons
my other
impression.
one about and then my other one about following Nancy Benoit out of the bathroom to go meet Chris Benoit. But I digress.
You guys, yeah, at Niagara Falls, right?
Correct.
Was it Niagara Falls? Okay,
Yep.
I remember
Yep,
that.
Not in
now.
Hollywood and Niagara Falls. Nancy walked out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I
Kat has the
followed her
picture
with
with
my
them
knee.
to prove it.
Yeah, and it's up on your
Yep,
Facebook
I
too.
followed him. Whatever. Yeah, I have the map still that he signed too.
Oh wow!
He signed my tourist map. I had nothing with me, so he signed
Oh.
a damn map. And Veronica was probably like 10 years old or 11. I go, "Veronica, go back to the table and go get the camera because this didn't exist." And
Right.
she sits and goes, "Why?" He goes, "Why? Who is he?" And he's like, "Clearly you didn't teach her anything about wrestling." I'm like, "She's my niece.
Yep.
She doesn't live with me. Go get the fucking
God,
camera."
She was young then, too. She was really young.
Yeah, 11. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
She was a little kid back
Yeah, I
then.
was 21 when that. Yeah, I was 21 when that happened.
Oh my
So-
gosh! You were 21 when
Yeah.
that picture in that. Wow.
When that picture happened, I was 21 years old. Yep,
So what?
Yep.
That would have been.
2001.
Oh, so he
That was
was
August
in.
of 2001.
He was in
They
WWE
had
at the time.
I'm sorry, no, 2002. I'm lying.
Okay.
August of
Does-
2002. They were in Niagara Falls because SummerSlam had just finished a couple of nights before at the Nassau Coliseum.
Oh well, there you go. Okay, that
Because
makes sense. Holy shit.
I was at SummerSlam. I was at SummerSlam at the Nassau Coliseum, and we left like 3 or 4 days later to go to Canada. So what he was like in Niagara Falls, there used to be like a WWE shop right there at the border. I don't know why they were touring through Niagara Falls when they're from Canada, but they just happened. Like I said, it's 10 hours from Nassau Coliseum to the border.
Yeah,
so
that's a drive.
They were vacationing. Yeah, they didn't have the kids with them either. It was just the two of them.
Well, that's cool. All right. Well, we went a little extra tonight, but that's fun. That's always good to go a little extra. Right. So
for the record, we could tell Steve we kept it all to wrestling. We could tell Steve I kept it to wrestling that we went over this time. I can't get in trouble this time.
Yeah, we didn't talk about baseball or anything. Or beautiful Mount Airy Lodge or any of that stuff.
Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge.
Yeah, exactly. Tara says she needs to say. No, wasn't you. She needs to say happy belated birthday to her niece Olivia, who turned 17 on December 28th. Happy birthday, Olivia.
Happy birthday.
Also, Tara has to be excited because there was a promo for Obafemi making it to the main roster. And as you all know, Tara is an Oba feminist, as they are called. This is the name of his fans. It's the Oba feminists. That's what they call them online. So we are all Oba feminists on this great day as Oba makes his way to the main roster.
Better than being one for Aura Mensa.
Oh, yeah. Well, with that, I guess we'll wrap it up. We did talk. We did go extra. Holy shit. Where are we going with that? But yeah. Oh, we got one more comment. Yes, definitely. Okay, so yeah, Tara's excited about Obafemi as well. I mean, that guy's huge. I think he's got a good. If they don't book him like absolute bullshit, like they have with every other big man since like the Big Show.
Don't amass the dude, please.
I was just thinking that fucking to ship him off to AAA, so he's the only 7 foot tall black man in Mexico. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. Like, there is no building, chair, restaurant, hotel room in Mexico that fits that guy. You know how tall Mexicans are, and you know how tall Obafemi is.
Well, you
Omos.
Better not send him to Japan then.
How does Omos take a shit in Mexico? He cannot fit in the stall. You know that's
the ocean.
That's right.
I wish we could come up with a great punchline for that.
We'll leave you. Listen,
with the thought. You already get Montezuma's revenge while you're down there anyway. So what's the difference?
Yeah, and you could use it for if you go in the ocean, you could swim.
That's why they say don't drink the water.
Definitely don't. All right, now we're officially on the diarrhea talk. I'm going to end the show. It's been lovely to see all of you. Steve's going to be back next week to be running the show. Thank everybody for dropping in today. We had David Roska, Tara, Jasim, Tanya up in the chat. Thank you for your comments and all that. Obafemi's willing to retire Brock. That would be an amazing match.
Thank you, everyone, for making 2025 such a great year. Because
yes,
this is our last show of 2025.
This is the last show of 2025. This is what, 11 years now?
11 years, yep.
So we just,
just
crossed
our 12th year.
Yeah, crossed the 11-year barrier just the other week, and now we're going into year 12. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like and share and all that stuff on your way out. We broadcast on YouTube and Facebook, 9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. So if you go to Facebook and you type Tag Me a Date in the search bar, the Tag Me a Date page will show up. Hit the thumbs up, and our live stream will show up in your news feed at 9 p.m. Or if you go to YouTube, type Tag Me a Date in the search bar, you'll see the Tag Me a Date YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notified when we go live. It'll send the notification to your tablet or to your phone. And if you prefer an audio version instead of the video version of the podcast, you can always go to Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Podcast. Type in the War Report, type in Tag Me a Date. You'll see the logo that's in the top right-hand corner. You'll see in the description, it'll say Vince and Steve and all that stuff. You'll know it's us. Just hit that subscribe button. Ryan or Steve will rip the audio and upload it for you sometime between Tuesday and Wednesday. And as long as you're subscribed, you can take it with you. All you need to do is hit subscribe, and then it'll just automatically upload to your phone or your tablet. You can take it with you in the car or to the gym or while you're doing laundry, cooking dinner, whatever it is that you need to listen to a podcast. And last but not least, follow us on social media at Tag Me a Date. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter /X, and Instagram, all under Tag Me a Date, no spaces. If you look for us on TikTok, it is The War Report Podcast, and that's all one word as well, The War Report Podcast. Search for us on TikTok. Give us a follow. We post reels and shorts in between shows. So in the week leading up, if you haven't watched the show, you can get like 60-second shorts to catch you up about what we were talking about. And with that, we'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern time, for another edition of the War Report After Dark. Whatever platform you're on, whether it's Facebook or YouTube, just come right back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll have the gang back together. Steve will be back. It'll be a new year, and we'll also have some stuff to talk about wrestling-wise. I think that show, the 1-year anniversary for Raw on Netflix is this coming Monday. So we'll be able to talk about that soon as well. All right, with all that said.
And apparently with a Stranger Things twist.
Yeah, there's some sort of Stranger Things tie-in, which is fine, I guess. It can't be as bad as the Mountain Dew match. So we'll see. That was a rough one with the black lights.
I'm sorry.
I know. Well, I feel bad because that was one of Bray Wyatt's last matches. It was a bullshit black light face paint match with LA Knight.
I know.
Yeah, she was horrible.
All right. But we'll see how this Netflix anniversary shakes out. We'll be back next Tuesday, 9 p.m. for another edition of the War Report After Dark. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you later. And hopefully Chris Jericho returns, says Jassim. Yes, Jassim with the final comment of the night. We'll see if Chris Jericho makes his return. And if he does, we'll be talking about it next Tuesday.